Hello guys and welcome back to this video. So in this video we're going to start specify the code inside the levels activity.java file. So open your levels activity.java file. Now you can see I'm inside the levels activity. So here we need to actually start implementing the code. So inside this load data method, what we are actually going to do when we click on this button. So if I just close all the other files like quiz activity on this result activity and also this constant.java, because right now we don't need it. So when we click on this button, we want to display the text. So text means what I want, like if I just open this levels activity, so these variables will actually hold the data from the levels which we have updated from this particular categories activity. So whenever we start the activity, we are actually passing the data. This method is actually called, you can see it's actually called it here. So it will set the data and then it will pass the category data to the levels. So first we need to get the category, and also the shared preference files data we can read it directly, because the shared preference file, I already told you, this is the package level based shared preference. So we can also access the data directly from the levels activity. We don't need to pass the data to the levels activity. Okay. So what we are going to do inside this load method, I'm going to just simply txt level1 dot set text. So I'm going to specify the set text. So here I'm going to type string. So this just I'm using for the testing purpose. String dot value of, and here I'm going to specify the CL1. So here actually I have specified the CL1, and then I need to duplicate into 2 more times, and here into specify 2. And then 3, and here into specify 2 and then 3. So just remove this one. So what it will does when we click on this button, so it will actually implement, it will show the values from the shared preference levels. Okay. So this is the what we are actually going to do, just for the testing purpose, so that we can see which values are actually updated. Now coming back to the result activity, we need to actually get the intent, because we are actually passing the category. So we need to actually get this category so that this levels activity will know about which category to start, means which category data we need to pass to the quiz activity, because quiz activity also need a category parameter and also the levels. So we are going to pass the levels from this activity, but we also need to know about which category user selected. So inside the onCreate, so intent category, I am going to type intent category, then is equal to, and then you need to type it here, get intent, then terminate that. And after that I have actually declared a one variable add, which is a category value. So inside the category value, we are going to initialize the value. So category value intent category dot get string extra. So you need to type it as get string extra and specify the category key. So the category key I am going to copy from here, copy that and paste it here. Then we need to terminate this particular statement. Now we have the category value. So on click of that particular button, we are going to send the category. So I am going to implement the on click listener. So I am going to specify the implements the onClick listener. So onClick view dot onClick listener. Then I need to override the onClick method. Simply hit OK. Also I need to set the listener to this all buttons. So I'm going to set the listener to all of these buttons. So bit.ly level 1, set onClick listener, and you need to specify the this. Duplicate into 2 more times, and then here to specify 2, then 3. Now the listener is set. According to the ID of this, so here I will be using a V, or you can use a view. I'm just using a V. So switch, then you need to specify like, then here I'm going to specify the first case. So if the ID is like id.bit.t, and if I just simply say bit.t level 1, if the ID is bit.t level 1, colon, then to specify the break. Similarly, copy these statements 2 more times, specify the enter, and again copy that, then change the ID to bit.t level 2, and then here 3. So now we need to start the intent, because we need to pass the level. So first I'm going to type it here intent, then intent comp level 1. So comp, and you can see that it is actually comp. So intent comp level 1. I'm going to specify the comp level 1. Okay, is equal to, not minus, it's going to equal to new, then intent, and here we need to specify the, and here we need to specify the levels activity dot this, the context, and then we need to specify the activity that we want to start. So we want to start the quiz activity dot class. Okay, terminate that. And after that we need to set the data, means we need to put the data. So with the use of this particular object, which is intent dot put extra, specify the key. So we are going to specify the category key, and then we need to specify the category value. So category value is actually stored inside the this category variable. So we just copy this, and here we need to pass this value, not outside of that, just cut it, just paste it here. Then we need to terminate that. Then we need to pass the int computer level 1 dot put extra, and then here again we need to specify the level. So it's going to like level. So level I'm going to specify, not level ID. So you can also get this by from question table dot level 1. So it's actually question contract, not question table. We are going to use the questions class, which is a data class, not question table. And we're actually calling the first constant, which is level 1. You can also use the constants from the category value as well. Like if you actually want to use like questions, because you want to get the computer category, so you can actually use the category computers directly, which also holding the computer category. Now again, you must be asking why we use this particular category value. The reason for that, here we need to make a comparison. So if the category value is actually dot equals to computers, so I'm going to specify here computers, COMPUTERS, computers. Now after specifying the computer, we need to start the block of this if, and all the code which I have actually inside this switch, we need to specify it inside this if statement. So if we pass the categories from the category activity like computer, then this particular block will be executed. Similarly for the else if, you can specify the another condition, like if you specify the else if, else and if the category is like, we're going to copy this if statement so that it will save a little bit of time. Copy that and replace it with this, and here we will specify like a history, and then it will start the block of statement. So this particular will be used. So guys, this is how we are actually passing the data. So I'm going to start here activity. After doing this, I'm just going to copy this same code from the other button switch cases as well. This is a switch case, and also here just need to change the level 2. This is level 3, here to again 2, and also going to pass it 2. Then level 3, also level 3, and here also level 3, and here also going to make level 2. Okay, so now I'm also going to pass the level 2 and the level 2 here. Now here I'm going to pass the level 3 and the bracket as well. So through this we are passing the level 3, and also here we pass the level 2. The code is done inside this onClock method. Also need to actually specify one more method which will be called at the top of the onCreate, which will first set the data for the level lock and unlock functionality before all of this code executed. So here we need to call a method lock, then we need to create this method. So now this method is actually created. So instead of this lock and unlock method, we need to specify the code. We need to get the values from the shared preference, and also we need to assign those values inside these variables. So let us start doing it. So first I'm going to here type shared preference. I'm going to create the object of the shared preference so that we can access it. So the code is almost same, so I'm going to copy this code so that it will save a little bit of time. So this is our shared preference. We are going to get it from this, copy that, and I'm going to paste it here. Because our code is almost same, we need to just simply provide the full path and then mode of the shared preference. Then you need to type the CL1, with the CL capital 1 is equal to, and then you need to type the shared preference dot get integer value, and then to specify the constant dot key computer level 1. So this is our key computer level 1, and then you need to specify the comma 0, and then to terminate that, and then you need to duplicate it for the 2 more time, 3, and then you have 2, then you have 2, and then 3. Okay, so now the value is initialized in all of those variables. Then you also need to compare the values, which is particularly actually we need to update the UI. So what I mean updating the UI, we need to set different UIs. We need to create another button drawable. So just simply go to right click, go to new, and then select here a drawable file, and then call this as level lock, and simply press OK. Then here we need to start the tag, which is a solid. So solid, and then you can specify the color. So I'm going to specify the color by specifying hashtag 3 times F, and then I need to close this by specifying the slash. So I need to actually close, and then I'm going to change the value to a little bit black. Let's close this one. So we are going to change the drawable. So here again come back to the levels activity. Instead of that, if the value CL1 is actually equal to 1, then it means the level 1 is unlocked. So we are going to set the BT level, and after that we also need to specify the another value, which is BT level 1 dot set background. So we need to use a set background, not set background, it was set background. So we are using a set background. Then we need to specify the context compact, and then dot get drawable, and then here we need to specify the path, which is this, and then also r dot drawable, and then to specify the button next BG, which is the button next background. And after that we need to set the listener to the BT level 1 dot set on click listener to this. So we are setting the listener. So here from this one we are actually going to remove the listeners. We are going to comment it because we are actually setting the listener from there. Okay, so we can set the listener to this button. then it will be possible to click on that. So by default the level 1 is unlocked. So there is no need to specify else if condition when the value CL1 is actually 0. Instead I am going to specify the condition for the CL2. If it is equal to, I'm going to specify here double equal sign is equal to 2. Then again here I'm going to specify the same code. So I'm going to copy this one to save a little bit of time. Here I'm going to specify the 2, not 12, it's actually 2, and also here 2, and the rest of the things will remain same. And then we're going to specify the else if condition for this one also. Else if, and if the CL value CL2 is equal to like 0, then we need to start the block of code and then we need to paste the same code. And then we need to change the background, set the value to false, and also we don't need to set the listener, so just remove this listener. And then we need to change the background, which is we have created a newly created background, which is a level lock background, which is this one. We are going to use it. Okay, so through this we are actually doing it. And after that we need to similarly specify the condition for the CL3 variable. So let's specify the value for the CL3 variable. So here we need to specify CL3. If it is equal to like, so here we need to not compare with the 2, we need to compare with 1, because 1 is for unlock and 0 is for locked. So here we need to specify the 0, and then here we need to specify 3, not like 3, and then here 3, and after that we need to specify here 3, and also here 3. The rest of the things will remain same. So guys, that's marked the completion of the code for this particular levels activity. So we have set it for the levels for the computers only. Now I'm going to remove this code because I don't want to waste the time, because I'm going to directly implement the categories. Instead I'm going to show you the error and the bug and the scenario with the use of PPTs. I made a one PPT video. If you want that PPT video, just comment down below the video. Definitely I will make that PPT video to illustrate the working of this all particular quiz application level lock and unlock system more detail. So that's it for this video guys. In the next video we're going to implement the code inside the quiz activity. We need to set the logic when we need to actually unlock the levels. So all of these things we are going to do in the next video. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.